Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. We made it to Sunday. We started a new brunch at work on Sunday, so Sundays is very exciting. The food is so good. Oh my God. Okay, so we're gonna start the custody case that weeks ago we saw the end to. Days ago or yesterday, at some time in the past, we saw the middle to. So today we're gonna start it. It looks really good. So, you know, if I ignore chat, it's because I'm watching a court video. Hi, Betty. The judge is here? No, it's too early in the morning. Judge needs to get his beauty sleep. I was 1 minute late, and Donald already said that I'm 1 minute late. First off, I'm never late, just like the judge is never late. We're never late. It starts when we start. What's 1 minute between friends, really, though? I worked a double yesterday. Okay, but I didn't have to do much work thanks to Rebecca. Rebecca, you don't know how thankful I am for you. I really am. Security, it's great to see you. It really is. We miss you when you're gone. Lori, I hope you're feeling well. I hope you can make it through the stream and the doctors don't yell at you for that. And Citizen, I don't know if you were going to watch this, but I hope you're doing okay. Come into Discord and talk anytime you want to, all the time. All right, let's go to this custody case that we sort of saw. I feel okay about us already seeing the ending and us already seeing the middle because I don't think any of us actually saw it. I think it was there. I think we saw the horse. I think that's the only thing we saw because of chat. Is it Chini? Hi, Chini. Welcome. All right, all right. Bam.
Record on this file, the parents have decided to exercise their right to a bench trial as it relates to adjudication. We took a few minutes to make sure everyone had copies of the petition and everything that has been published at this point. And
I have just received a summary of a.
I heard that this is kind of a crazy one, guys. And anywhere where he starts talking over the judge right away is going to be a pretty good one. Oh, yeah, we got an extra hour tonight. Yes, I did get a little sleep. I also did a great project about the judge. It's a short, but it's a 12-part short series. I know. I don't know how many people click here for part 2, part 3, part 4, but it's really good. I mean, you guys all saw it, I think, when we were showing it during the live, but they're not published yet. I uploaded all. It's 13. Sorry, I uploaded all 13 parts, but it wouldn't let me link them while they're private, so I have to make them all public and then hurry up and try to get the links in real quick. But that's what I did tonight.
Report from more counseling filed today.
yes. So if anyone else needs a copy of that, we're happy to provide that as well. But I think those are the issues standing in the way of us beginning today's adjudication trial, but I'll trust the attorneys to let me know if there's anything else. May I have the names of our participants, please, beginning with our guardian ad litem.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Underwood, a guardian ad litem for the minor child.
Ms. Sasha Thomas on behalf of the department.
Brittany Kelly for the department.
Michael Brooks, I represent the father, Mr. Harold Hollis. Harold? State your name.
Oh, Harold Hollis. Michael McFarland representing mother. Please identify yourself. Eric. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right. Any other comments before we get started from our attorneys?
No, Your Honor.
Very good. Opening statement, if any, Ms. Thomas.
I'll leave opening, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Brooks, any opening statement?
Oh yes,
No.
Mr. Brooks.
Mr. McFarland.
I will reserve my opening statement.
Ms. Underwood?
No, Your Honor, no opening statement.
Very well. Your first witness, Ms. Thomas.
Yeah, I'll call Mr. Harold Hollis, please.
Okay, Mr.
I've never seen Mr. Brooks miss an opportunity to talk like that, guys.
Hollis, come up to the witness stand.
They have a right to ask.
You raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yep.
Good afternoon, Mr. Hollis.
Oh,
Are you doing okay today?
yeah.
Okay. Just for the record, Mr. Hollis, can you please state your full name?
Harold Ray Hollis.
And Mr. Hollis, do you have a child, or what is the child's name that is subject to the petition today?
Melanie Ray Hollis.
And when is her birthday?
12. 12/31 of 22.
I just want to make sure, sir, I'm not,
No, that's so bad. And her birthday's 12/30. Oh, how do you forget a birthday and stuff? That poor guy. No. Is that what he said, Micah? Do you think it really was 2022? Oh, I feel so bad for him that he did that in front of everybody.
trying to trick you. I just want to make sure.
I'm not feeling very well today, and my mind's not working very good today because I can't breathe, first of all. And if you ask me something that I can't remember, that's because I can't breathe.
Okay,
Your Honor, forgive me, but I need to interrupt. I've just been advised my client, through his spouse, is having significant heart problems and breathing problems today, which may account for, look, he's very distressed. And if you can even hear him breathing from here. I'm not, Harold, do you mind if I ask him?
no, please, I don't want to continue if he's not well.
Harold, are you up to this?
Yeah.
Harold, if you weren't here for trial, would you be going to the hospital?
Maybe, but I don't, not today, though.
How long have you been experiencing these symptoms?
A long time.
All right, what do you think, Mr. Brooks?
I'm gonna keep going. I just don't remember a lot. I can't remember.
It's his body, Your Honor, his decision. I'm just aware, making the court aware that I can see he's under a lot of stress right now, which may be related to where we're at, may be related to his body rebelling to something. I don't know which.
Well, if we looked at a different date for adjudication trial,
Keep going.
got the morning of the 24th, which is
No,
just.
we'll just, he's all right.
Come on.
He's not hospitalized or shit right now. I'm just saying, because I would know, because I'm always around him, okay? He
Keep going.
just give him time is what I'm saying to answer questions.
I request that we continue.
Okay,
That's all I'm, sorry.
he's insisting, his attorney's assisting, so Ms.
You-
Thomas, he has his right to attend the trial.
And Mr. Hollis, if at any point in time you need a break, please let me know. Okay? And my questions are not meant to trick you. We're just trying to find the truth for the judge to hear, okay?
Mr. Hollis, you need to respond with it.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Okay, and this is a little hard because the facts that the court must consider are the ones that were true at the time we filed the petition, which was way back in June. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. In June, were you living on Sutton Road?
Nope, we can't give him the horse. He needs the full llama. He absolutely needs a llama.
Yeah.
Is that in Lenawee County?
Yeah.
And can you help me understand, are you and Miss Walker married?
No.
Okay. And is Miss Walker the mother of your child Melanie?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you recall in April, CPS coming to your home in mid-April?
yeah. So,
Sharing is caring.
yeah,
What do you recall about them coming? Why were they there?
I don't exactly remember why they were there. I still ain't figured out why they're there.
Okay. At that point in time, did the CPS worker attempt to talk with Miss Walker as well, to the best of your knowledge?
Yeah,
Was she home, do you recall?
no, I don't think so.
Were you willing to work with the CPS worker?
Yeah,
And did you let the CPS worker know where Miss Walker was?
I didn't know where she was.
Okay. Was your daughter home with you or was she?
No.
Okay. Do you recall on or about the end of April, Miss Walker filing a PPO against you?
I didn't know nothing about it.
You didn't know that she filed a PPO against you?
Not until they give it to me.
Okay.
I didn't hear that until,
Not until they give it to me.
thank you.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.
Mr. House, I'm just gonna hand you this packet of documents. Are you able to read?
Well, not today.
Not today? Okay.
You can give it to
Okay.
Erica.
I'm gonna, Your Honor, may I read into the record what the document I'm holding is?
Any objections?
No.
No position.
No objection.
Mr. Hollis, I'm holding part of a packet. This is a motion to modify, extend, or terminate a personal protection order. The case number is 24-51632-PP. It was filed in the state of Michigan, 39th Judicial Circuit, Lenawee County. It indicates that the petitioner is Erica Walker, and you are the respondent. And it states that on 4/17, a personal protection order was entered into the court. And the motion states that I am the respondent, and I ask the court to conduct a hearing to terminate the personal protection order. And it states because she is bipolar and she lied, she is to be taking medication for it, and she is not. It is dated 4/30/24 and signed by what I presume is you.
Yeah, I remember doing that. I was trying to get rid of the thing, so he,
Okay. Did you, are those, what you wrote in that motion, is that accurate?
I don't know for sure now.
Okay, so
What
you're,
was it, what's,
He may
No. No way.
not have understood the question.
I can re-ask, thank you. When you wrote this on April 30th, was it true that Miss Walker was bipolar and she had lied in the PPO?
I don't know if it, I didn't write that actually.
Okay. Do
I
you know?
didn't write that, my sister wrote it.
Okay,
She forced me, she wanted me to, she's
My sister.
the one that wrote all that, not me.
okay. But you signed it?
Yeah, I just trying to get rid of her, get rid of my sister. I don't want my sister around me no more.
Okay,
So my sister wrote all this stuff.
after you were aware of the PPO
Yeah,
on or about April 30th? And after that, were you still living with Miss Walker?
no. She left,
How long was she gone for?
I don't know, a couple months,
That's been bothering me too.
I think it was.
Is this PPO still valid?
No. It's done.
Harold, you gotta let her ask her questions before you answer.
Oh,
Mr. Brooks.
I'll try to be as flexible as possible. I know that you're having a hard time, okay? Do you recall on or about May 13th, you were supposed to go to court for the PPO hearing?
I didn't know about no court, May 13th.
Okay. So in your motion that you signed, there's a notice of hearing on page 2 of that. And it states that you are notified that a hearing has been scheduled to modify, extend, or terminate the personal protection order issued in this case. Judge Anna Marie Anzalone, date Monday, May 13th, 2024, time 8:30 a.m., location 425 North Main Street, Adair, Michigan, 49221, third floor, or via Zoom. And your signature's below that. You don't recall signing that?
No, well, I probably signed it, but I didn't think, they don't tend to, I don't even have that paperwork. My sister took that paperwork.
Okay. So you did not go to court on May
I didn't
13th?
go, I didn't know nothing about going to court.
Okay, so since June, since we filed this, so since June, has this PPO been dropped?
Yeah,
Did you go to court to get that dropped?
yeah.
Okay,
Lori, can you hear me now? I bumped my mic up a little bit. And everybody else, is my mic too loud now? Can you hear me?
and can you tell us what happened that caused the court to drop it? Because I don't have that documentation.
They just said they was dropping it.
So you did not have to provide testimony to the court?
No, I didn't say anything. I just come to court and.
Okay.
And that was it. They said, she said it was cropped.
Okay.
If I did say, I don't remember what I said that day. I didn't say anything. I don't believe.
Okay.
I don't remember what I said that day.
Do you recall talking with a CPS worker on or about May 21st of 2024?
What was it about? Well, I don't. Was I there by myself?
So do you recall the CPS worker sort of just popping up and you speaking with her without Erica
There
there?
was two of them come that day in my driveway. Eric wasn't there.
Okay, and did you,
Was that the day in the driveway?
I believe so.
I was there by myself.
Okay,
A couple of my buddies was there.
okay. And were you able to talk with the CPS worker that day?
Yeah, I sat there, stood there in the driveway talking to him.
Okay. And you did not know where Erica was?
No, I didn't.
Did you know where your daughter was?
It was Erica.
But you didn't know where they were?
No, I didn't know that. Where they were at.
Do you recall on or about June 19th, an incident where law enforcement was involved?
What, when they come to try to take her?
No. It would have been on or about June 16th of 2024.
I don't remember.
That's the link to there. That's the link to American Court's video last night. I didn't see it. I popped in for a second to say hi, but I was really working. So I'm gonna have to use that link and I'm gonna have to watch it. But since I have it open already right now, I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna hit the like button because I'm a nice person. I already know it's gonna be good. I already know I'm gonna like it.
I've been there a couple times.
You aware of a police officer? Do you recall a police officer coming to speak with you? And
Welcome
it
back.
seems like that day you were working on trucks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hadn't seen her in over a week or two. I
And
told that cop that.
yeah,
He,
and
he made out 2 different reports on that paper. He said I said one thing and I said one other thing, and my buddy was there that whole week, and he said he says we hadn't seen her, and I'd been with my buddy all week. We was working on his truck in my barn.
okay. So I'm gonna read a portion of this police report to you, okay?
I'm objecting as far as hearsay, it's adjudication.
I agree with Mr. McFarland.
I can rephrase the question, Your Honor. That's helpful.
Okay.
Mr. Hollis, at any point in time, did you tell law enforcement that you had not been assaultive towards Ms. Walker?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Okay,
That's
And-
When that day, you know, you changing things, a different day or what day are we talking about? Same day we
yeah,
stopped?
let's talk about that day.
Yeah, I hadn't seen her. How could I assault somebody when I ain't seen them?
And did you indicate that she was probably smoking dope?
I said, you probably out smoking weed, is what I said.
Okay, and so Ms. Walker has a history of smoking marijuana?
It's legal, so what?
I know, I'm just asking, I'm just trying to understand if that's what this.
Yeah, well,
report
once you,
would be.
you know, you're gonna go to the next one that the cop lied about? Saying that I said that she was probably smoking dope with my kid? It's in that paperwork, you got it, I know you do, because I got it.
The report I'm reading does not indicate that. This
I
particular,
got it,
okay,
and he's a liar.
okay. I just wanted to confirm that that day you had told him you had not assaulted Ms. Walker.
I hadn't assaulted her,
Okay, and then I just wanted to confirm what smoking dope meant, and if that's just
smoking
weed.
weed.
Okay.
oh, honey,
In
you know
your,
what it means.
how long have you and Ms. Walker been in a relationship?
About 8 years,
8 years? And you only have the one child with her?
yeah.
Okay. Does she have a history of making allegations about you harming her?
No, I don't think so, I don't know, no,
Okay. Do you guys have a history of getting into fights?
And when is her birthday?
we've been in arguments before.
Have any of those arguments been physical? I'm sorry, they just started making.
I don't think so, no.
Okay. And does she have, to the best of your knowledge, a history? Have you witnessed her ever being maybe paranoid that
No.
people are out looking for her?
No,
Have you ever been in physical altercation with Miss Walker in front of your daughter?
no, never.
Do you generally think that Miss Walker tells the truth about you?
I guess he does. I never heard her say anything about me.
Has she ever been physically assaulted towards you?
No,
Can you help, this is probably a pretty obvious question, but can you help us understand your attitude or demeanor towards the department when the investigator came to talk with you about
which
the
one?
complaint? Let's start with Miss Kelly. Back in April, when she came to discuss the complaint that came in. Were you trying to explain your side of the story?
What story?
Anything. If Miss Kelly came to your home and explained that she was there to investigate allegations, were you cooperative with her?
Yeah, I let her come in and look where she wanted to know where she slept, where the room was, all that. I let her come in there and look.
Okay. And did you maintain that the complaint she received generally alleged that there was domestic violence between you and Erica in the presence of Melanie, and that Melanie was shoved out of the way during an incident?
That never happened.
Okay. And is that something that you shared with Miss Kelly?
I don't remember if she asked me that or not, but I didn't remember her asking me that, but Melanie never seen nothing.
He looks 24.
When is the last time that you saw your daughter?
Well, when I went to the bonding class where
And was that with Miss Moore? Do you recall?
I believe that's who she was. I didn't remember. I knew her street.
Okay. Mr. House, does Ms. Walker have any reason to be afraid of you,
No,
to hide from you?
no,
Do you have any reason to be afraid of her or hide from her?
no.
Okay, I have no further questions, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Brooks?
Have you ever physically struck this lady?
No,
Do you have any opinion as to why she would have filed this court paper against you back in the spring?
I have no clue.
Well, before we go any further, are you still able to continue testifying? I will stop if you tell me to stop.
Oh, go ahead.
We all tell you to stop constantly and you don't.
So the question was, do you have any idea why she would have filed such a piece of paper against you?
I run away.
I don't know why.
Has she ever told you why?
She's mad?
Have you asked her and was her response?
You
Yeah.
mad, bro?
What was she mad about?
Or me, I was, cause she never, she'll take off with Melanie. When we got an argument over that.
Over what?
Take it off with Melanie.
Who's Nani?
Melanie,
Oh, Melanie, excuse me.
that's all we ever got an argument about.
That's your daughter.
Yeah.
She's 2.
Yeah.
When you say taking off with
You
Melanie,
take off, I think it's a secret.
well, let me see if I can understand this. Was she taking off with Melanie to go to the store, or was she taking off without the intention of returning?
I
Your cost of speculation.
don't remember exactly all that.
Hang on, Mr. Hollis. Did you want to respond to that, Mr. Brooks?
That's fine.
It's all in the
I'll
past,
move
man.
on.
I don't remember all that.
I'll move on.
I don't remember.
Is that when the piece of paper that you got served states you assaulted her? Do you know what I mean by assault?
Yeah,
You're done.
yeah. They brought that out to my house and give it to me.
But in fact, you assaulted her?
No,
It also,
got an argument, but I didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. She left.
well, you're a pretty big guy, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm not able to do nothing no more. Lucky to walk from here to there.
Me too. Anyway, while this PPO was going on, did the 2 of you talk to each other?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, no.
I said no. She come by, she drove by the house, and that CPS worker was standing in my driveway, but that was it. That's the first time I seen her.
How long were you 2 apart?
A couple months.
Are you together now?
Yeah,
Apparently, at some point, you did go to the courthouse, not this court, but the court upstairs, right?
yeah.
And what happened then? What happened in that courthouse?
They told us, they told me it was over. She did it on Zoom. She wasn't even there when they said it was done. They just asked me my name or something.
Would you recall which judge it was?
Maybe upstairs.
Judge Anzalone?
I think so.
All right. If I suggest to you that this lady sitting next to me had dropped the case, would you think that might have happened?
Yeah, that's what happened when she dropped it.
Has that ever happened before between the 2 of you?
No.
The petition says that while the argument she's complained of was going on between the 2 of you, that your 2-year-old daughter was between the 2 of you and got kind of brushed aside.
No, she wasn't. So whoever said that, they're lying. Because Melanie's never been between me and her anywhere.
Would you agree with me that the mother of your child is protective of her daughter?
Well, yeah.
Do you think she would allow that to happen if you 2 were getting into an
No.
argument?
No, neither would I. I've never heard Melanie, neither has her, or neither has she.
So you two were apart for 7 months, right?
Months, yeah, a couple months,
Oh, you said it 7 months before. Maybe I misunderstood you.
couple months, not 7 months.
And you're together again now.
Yeah.
Have there been any altercations, physical
No.
fights between the two of you?
Uh-uh. I don't have my brother and a bunch of people living with us either anymore.
What does that do?
It makes big conversations.
I think I know your brother, don't I?
Yeah.
How are things between the two of you now?
Good.
When's the last time you got to see your daughter?
Well, I said bonding a month ago, I think it was. The 20th.
Do you know why you haven't been able to see her?
No, not really.
Where is she?
My nephew's house,
Who's your nephew?
Tommy Gruber.
Has this anything to do with, is he related to your sister?
Yes, it's her son.
Do you think she has something to do with all
It has
of
a
this?
lot to do with it. And I got proof. On her phone.
Well, why don't you just tell me?
Well, she said she was gonna get even with her and take and take her, take her from us. Because
Sister did?
I told Erica to tell her she can't see her no more because I'm tired of it all, and then that's when it all started.
Thank you.
I can't remember exact words she used because it's in her phone though.
I understand. But that was the, just
That was
the
the beginning
guts
of
of the
it.
mess.
That's when it really got heated up.
When did that occur?
Months ago,
Okay,
really from the get-go. She wanted her from me.
and now the child is living with your sister's
Yeah.
son?
Shipwrecked. You don't know how hard it is to toss and turn at like 4:30, 5, 3, 2, and there's nothing to do and nobody's awake and we have nothing going on and we're just tossing and turning in bed all night. This is much better. This is much better than just sitting up there tossing and turning every day.
And they got her trying to call her mom and dad. That's not gonna happen.
Yes, you called me and complained about
Yeah,
that,
I
didn't you?
did. Only two parents she's ever got is me and her.
Are you a danger to your daughter?
No. I take her all over the places with me.
For that matter, is her mother a danger to her?
No,
To your knowledge, has the child ever been taken to the hospital with any injuries?
no.
If the department said that in order to get your child back, you had to cooperate with what's called a case service plan. Have you ever heard the term before?
No.
It's a hit list of things they want you to follow that the court may very well order you to do, okay?
Yep.
You understand what I'm
I
saying?
told her, when she asked me right there, she asked me, what, would I do whatever, and I told her, to write my driveway, I told her I'd do whatever it takes for Melanie.
Well, I see that you did some sort of a psychological evaluation, didn't you?
Yeah.
At more counseling?
Get out of here. Go. Hide. Run.
Is that out there on 52?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they order any other counseling sessions, would you do it?
Yeah.
Do you have anger issues, sir?
No. I don't think I do, but
You have no criminal record.
I say, what do you mean criminal record?
I'm not talking about traffic violations.
Yeah.
I'm talking about where the police arrested you for stealing,
No,
fighting,
no,
that kind of stuff.
no.
To your knowledge, does the mother of your child have a criminal record?
No. Not that I know. I never seen her steal them.
Well, I mean, the police have never arrested her.
No.
Do you agree with, how long since you've had, the child's been out of your home?
About 3 or 4 months.
I don't know that it's entirely necessary, but I'll ask the question. What do you think of that decision?
This is a shitty one.
I guess that's the answer. You want your child back
I want her back.
in your home
Yeah, in her home. It's her home.
with you and her mother.
Yeah.
Have anything else you want the court to know?
I think they're all forced, yeah. That's all I'm saying and done. I mean, they've lied.
Well, that
My whole
doesn't do
family's
us
lied.
much good, Harold. I just.
No, there's nothing else I want to say other than my family sucks.
All right.
Okay, hang on, because other attorneys
Fine,
might have
Joe.
questions for you. Mr. McFarland,
No questions?
Ms. Underwood?
Mr. Hollis, how long have you and Miss Walker been back in a relationship for?
Whatever day, I don't remember what day it was, whenever the PPO was dropped, the day I went to court. I don't remember what day it was. What day was it?
So when did Miss Walker return to living in the home with you?
The day after I went to court.
So you're breathing pretty hard. You okay?
Yeah, let's do whatever we gotta do. The day after, I can't remember dates and stuff, so.
Well, so the PPO was from April of 2024. And you two remained out of contact from one another for the entirety of the PPO being valid?
Yeah, I might have talked to her once or twice to see how Melanie was doing before they took her, but other than that, I didn't see her.
Would it be accurate that the PPO could have been dropped in mid-August of 2024, or was it before then?
Yeah, I think it could have been, but I didn't realize I was supposed to go to court. I didn't even have the papers for it.
Are you physically able to take care of your daughter with your health condition?
Yeah. Yeah, today is not a good day because I've had a lot of stress. This place is giving me a lot of stress.
Smith, you made it.
And that's what the doctor said the last time I was in the hospital, the doctor's office. He said, you gotta get rid of a lot of your stress. I said, well, you tell Illinois County that.
Are there any criminal investigations for domestic violence pending against you?
No,
No further questions.
Any redirect?
Okay, that's just odd. Nobody asked him any questions. Nobody did anything. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. No one tried to prove he was a bad parent. No one did anything. Even the guardian ad litem didn't even do anything. I don't understand what's going on.
House, you said you don't have an anger problem.
no.
Yeah, may I play a voice recording?
Objections?
Played at the preliminary hearing already?
Well, I have just, as coincidentally, recently researched the issue of recorded phone calls, and I believe they are allowed.
Was that on an exhibit list for today, Your Honor?
You tell me, Mr. McFarland, you were given a copy.
I don't recall that being on the list.
If it's not, then I object, but not because it's not allowable.
Your Honor, I would
Under
use
Michigan
it-
law, it is.
As impeachment.
You played for purposes of impeachment.
And it was already played during the preliminary hearing for Judge Costello.
Oh, you mean when let me tell you mean when I told her and the other cop what they could do?
Just
What
hang
would
on.
happen?
Mr. Hollis, please don't interrupt. We have to make a decision. I have to make a decision on this. Ms. Underwood, your position?
It has been previously played, so it's part of the court record already, which Your Honor would be able to review. I don't see any objections to that.
I think I'm still chasing them around. I know I wasn't allowed to sit down. I remember clearly that I was not allowed to sit down for no reason. So if I was holding the baby, I wasn't allowed to sit down. If I wasn't holding the baby, I wasn't allowed to sit down. And I wasn't allowed to eat. So I had to like inhale anything I wanted for food while I was standing apparently and rocking. I had to stand and rock a lot and run and stand and rock and run, stand and rock and run. That was my whole life. Even when I was asleep, I was standing because I wasn't allowed to sit down. Damn kids.
Well, the adjudication trial does not allow me to review anything that may have been part of today's record. Anything that comes in for my review today has to be cleared through the rules of evidence. It's being requested that I play, or that I allow Ms. Thomas to play a recording. I'm assuming you're all familiar with it as well.
Yes, Your Honor, I believe it would be valid for impeachment purposes.
Further objections, gentlemen?
I'll record it.
I'm leaving it to Mr. Brooks, it's his client.
All right.
Matter of opinion, I just happened to have researched this issue in the last couple of weeks for an unrelated case.
Okay, I could use a little foundation just for reference, Ms. Thomas.
Mr. Hollis, I think that when the judge was making her decision, you
Oh, hi.
may have indicated you know what recording I'm speaking of. Is that correct?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. I told them guys, I told her and the chief of police of Raven, over my dead body, would you come in and take my daughter away? You have to kill me, or and then get by my German shepherds. You have to kill them. That's all I said to them on the telephone. And I didn't say it, yeah, I said it on the telephone. I didn't say anything about killing anybody. I just said they have to kill me to come through my door to get that girl from me. And then they have to go through them dogs to get them. That's exactly what I said.
Do you recall leaving a voicemail on Miss Kelly's answering machine after a removal order was issued?
Yeah, I told her, good luck finding her. That's what I said. Good luck finding her.
And you don't believe that that indicates you have any type of anger management
I
issues?
just told her to tell her, see if she can find her.
Your Honor, may I play?
What dates are these?
Your Honor, I believe it would be June 24th of 2024.
Those are that's the first one?
Yes, Your Honor, that would have been after the emergency removal order was issued.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
I would object, and that's because it's after what's on the petition. Petition is dated 6/20/24. Now we're talking about something after that, and we're to consider what's on the petition for the adjudication. Now we're going post petition to consider something for adjudication. So really, I think the proper method would be to make an amended petition to include that. So we have a date, where now we're including information after what's on the petition or presented to the parties and their attorneys. So
If I had a nickel for every time someone said that about me.
I think we have a fundamental error there.
Judge, respond?
Your Honor, I just maintain that it's for impeachment purposes.
It seems relevant for purposes of impeachment, gentlemen. All right, Ms. Thomas, go ahead.
You guys better be ready to shoot me because you're never gonna find her. I already took her somewhere where you'll never find her.
Well, where is she at?
I'm in business.
Okay, well,
There's nothing.
there's a court order for her removal, so,
No, you're not getting her.
okay. Okay, well,
You're not getting her. She's nowhere near my house or nothing. So I wouldn't worry about trying to come back out here because I'm not even there. I shot at their driveway and stuff, but I'm not here.
okay, well, I am gonna have more court paperwork to serve you guys, so how would you like me to send that to you?
Well, I don't know what you're trying to. I don't know why you were trying to take her from me. I haven't done anything to her. Or none of us done anything to her.
Well, there's a whole petition as to why we removed.
That's all bunch of crap. That's a bunch of lies.
Okay, well, that's what you've been saying for the last 2 months, so There's
Hey, you
some-
know, I can kiss my ass, go fuck yourself. I just got my ass doing shit.
Okay,
Do you recall that conversation?
Yeah, I recall it. Now,
And do you still maintain that that does not demonstrate anger?
yeah, I was angry that day because they tried to take my daughter.
And you also stated in your testimony with Mr. Brooks that you would get angry at Miss Walker when she would take your daughter, correct?
I what?
That you'd get angry with Miss Walker when she would take your daughter, is that correct?
I didn't get angry, I just wanted to know why she wanted to leave. I wasn't angry. Yeah, but I just didn't want to do no more with her. I'm done.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Any recross?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, do you want to take a break?
Yeah,
I don't think, unless you have any more questions for Mr. Brooks, I think I can allow him to return to his seat.
I'm fine. I have no questions.
No questions.
You may return to your seat, Mr. Hollis.
Maybe he excused to go to the bathroom.
You can take a brief recess if you like.
Is that what you said you wanted?
All right. We'll take a recess then.
That stinks. Okay, so we have a lot of tornadoes apparently, and everybody's just making me so scared for them. I don't know what to do. I do have new merch. If you guys want merch, prices are as low as I could actually put them. So I hate how much they charge. It's just so expensive. Anyway, this is where we ended yesterday. So I was thinking we would do this today and either Thursday or Monday tomorrow. Let's see. Trying to think. Yeah. Okay. I do want to get to the end. If I want to know if he calls that one guy back. He was trying to help and he said, look, I've already spent 20 minutes on this. You know, go sit. I'll talk to you at the end where I can spend more time with you. I don't know if I was in this, I was modding, but I wasn't listening. So I want to see if he brings him back.
Are you Abraham Romero?
Sir.
Mr. Romero, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes. On October 27th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a minor accident in Harris County, Texas. The accident was a single vehicle accident running over a fence. And upon arrival, the officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle to be running and on, saw smoke coming from the hood of the vehicle, and observed damage to a metal fence of the property. Upon contact with the defendant, who was the sole occupant and driver of the motor vehicle, the officer observed the defendant to have slurred speech, bloodshot eyes, an odor of an alcoholic beverage, and noticed him to be unsteady on his feet and having a hard time maintaining balance. The officer also observed Corona bottles in plain view on the front passenger floorboard. The defendant admitted to drinking and to being drunk. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6. One leg stand and walk and turn could not be completed due to safety concerns. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to breath. The results were 0.193 to 0.191.
Run his inside, see if he has any prior DPIs, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Romero, is it Romero or Romero?
Sir.
With an O? We need to do the name change because it should be Romero, not Romero. I've never met a Romero. Mr. Romero, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Sir.
You have car insurance?
Sir.
I'm ordering you, can you run his license also, Alex?
Yes, Your Honor. And no prior DWIs.
Okay. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I will randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bombs. What do you do for a living, Mr. Romero?
Michael, you do have anger issues because you never get angry. You got to get angry sometimes. Autocorrect causes anger issues. Yes, it does. Sure does. See, get angry that I said that. Call me a bad name. Stop repressing your anger. It's gonna come out and explode one day.
I work at Aya Bush, sir, the airport of Bush,
Okay, doing what?
a warehouse agent,
How much money do you make a month?
$15 an hour.
Who do you live with?
My parents,
We're gonna give you time to hire a lawyer. You need to get on it quick. There's a lot of timing requirements with the DWIs. Don't sit and wait a month or two because you're only hurting yourself. You need to get on it quick. I'm gonna have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We're gonna get you out of here to hire a lawyer. After that, you'll meet with Felicia for your bond conditions, and then after that, you'll be free to go. Beware, don't use alcohol, don't use any illegal drugs. Do you understand?
Sure.
Okay, buddy, please.
There were no records found for the driver's license of this defendant in our system. So
Do you have a Texas driver license?
Come on up.
Okay,
Page 13 and 14, Shuffy.
are you Tariq Shuffy?
yes, sir.
Mr. Shuffy, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the gun case, you're facing up to a year and or a $4,000 fine. On your DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
We're in America. We don't know what regular time means.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
on October 26, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a possible DWI with a follower. Upon arrival, the officer conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's motor vehicle due to a reasonable suspicion of driving while intoxicated on West M Houston Tollway in Harris County, Texas. The follower observed the defendant's motor vehicle swerving in and out of its lanes on the ramp to West M Houston Tollway and while on the main lines, as well as strike an unknown passing motor vehicle. Upon contact with the defendant, the officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, red bloodshot eyes, and saw the defendant swaying while standing and walking. The defendant admitted to drinking and to having a holstered firearm, a Glock 22 on his right hip. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 2 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to breath. The results were .084 and .085. No, Your Honor.
Guys, autocorrect is being brutal in chat today. It really is.
License?
Eligible, Your Honor.
Mr. Shafi, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. We're going to randomly test you. For find that you're using alcohol or any illegal drugs, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? You speak English, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. You'll get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. Don't wait on your lawyer search. Get on it quick. There's a lot of timing
No,
requirements.
he didn't show up yet. I hired them yesterday.
Who?
Dunham and Jones
You had me at booze.
and
Donald.
some attorney named Darrell was supposed to be here.
I don't see anything filed. We can wait a little bit. A lot of times they go to a bunch of other courts. I know that they're very busy. So, I mean, eventually they'll get here. Just be patient. We'll have you sign all the documents. That way you're ready with that. And then we'll just wait for them to get here. So if you'd be so kind just to wait in the pew over there, we'll wait. Okay? Okay, please. Sorry? Yeah, he has a license.
All right, Judge, next is the printout. Santana, come on up.
I've got two, right? We've got this and then this more.
Okay. Ms. Moore's an open warrant, not.
Got it. Okay. Are you Jose Jesus Santana?
Yes, sir.
You have the information.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Santana, you're charged with unlawful restraint. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On October 29th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, regarding a disturbance in an unknown weapon. Upon arrival, the officers met with the witness who stated the defendant and the complainant's child came to his door asking for help, stating that the defendant was fighting with the complainant and he had locked her in the bedroom. Upon the officer's arrival, the defendant released the complainant after at least 15 minutes of confinement, and the officers observed the complainant with bloodshot eyes, appearing to have been crying and was visibly upset. The complainant advised that she and the defendant got into a verbal argument, and when she attempted to leave, the defendant got in front of her, closed and blocked the door, and the complainant advised that the defendant ignored her repeated pleas that he release her. The defendant pushed the complainant back away from the door repeatedly, grabbed her, holding her in place, and then took her to the bathroom and pushed her up against the wall. The defendant then punched the mirror, shattering the glass, a piece of which fell and cut the complainant's right hand. The complainant had told the officers she is afraid for her safety and she would like a mower.
Judge, this complainant has been a complainant in a previous case, another AFM in 2021, in which the defendant was put on.
What happened with the deferred? Did he complete it successfully?
It looks like it was terminated, Judge.
You spoken to her?
I have spoken to her. She reached out to us yesterday because the defendant had contacted her as soon as he got out. He was released from jail, and she contacted our office very frantic. And that's why we asked him, Victoria asked him to come here today because the complainant really wants them outside.
I'm putting a monitor on your ankle, Mr. Santana. I don't want you going anywhere near her, and I'm going to restrict your movement as well. If I find that you go anywhere near this person within 1,000 feet of where she lives or where she works, I'm going to put you in jail and I'm going to make your bond sky high. Do you understand?
Sure.
You're not to have any contact with this person, not to be in possession of weapons, not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you to make sure that you're not using. Do you understand? I'm entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Ms. Salcedo as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot stalk, threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon. This usually goes within it, has a 200 feet residential and employment restriction. I'm making it 1,000. Do you understand?
Can I ask a question? What about my kids? Like,
You're going to have to use someone else. You will have to use an intermediary to get access to your kids. You cannot have any contact with this person.
no, with her, but picking them up from the house.
Someone else. You have a child with this person?
I have all my kids, 4.
You have 4 kids with this person. You're going to have to use someone else.
Me too.
So let's do this. Do you have you have her phone number now? Can you reach out to her now and see if there is someone that she trusts, an intermediary, to help facilitate, exchanges with the kids? That way we know he has this one person that she feels comfortable with to be able to exchange kids.
Yeah, I know that she did mention someone to me yesterday. She is a teacher at a school, so I have no guarantee that she'll pick up the phone right this instant, but I will.
It's okay. I mean, right, let's try it.
Yeah.
If you can, great. If not, we'll have to find some other workable solution. I want you to have access to your kids. You should have access to your kids, but I just don't want you to have any contact with this person. That's it. And I don't want you to use, I've got kids. I use that as an excuse to try to make any kind of contact with this person whatsoever.
So what if she contacts me?
You hang up the phone. I'm going to tell her now not to have contact with you. So I'm gonna have to advise the DAs to call her and tell her not to have contact with you. If she calls you, don't pick up. If she calls you from an unknown number and you answer the phone and it's her, hang up. If she texts you, don't reply. If she emails you, don't reply. If she comes to your house, don't open the door. I seriously doubt that these things are gonna happen because as it sounds, she's pretty scared of you. So
We've been together 19 years and
Judge, she advised me that they broke up 2 years ago. He's a truck driver and doesn't really come by the house often anyway. She just hasn't moved out of the house, but she was in the process of moving out. And he discovered that, and that's what he got angry about, which is what the CW told me. I'm gonna go ahead and give her a call and let her know what you said. Judge, just give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, look, there's no rush. Take your time. You know, the other thing is this, is that in the MOA, if she doesn't want him to know the address, we can just put any address and we don't list it in the MOA so that he doesn't know where the address is. And then we can find a mutually, I guess a mutually agreed to location where you guys can exchange the kids. She'll have someone else to take the kids to that location. That way you can get them, you know, for an agreed upon time for however long it may be, you know? There's always a way to be able to do this without you having to go to jail.
Oh my God, is this the famous Bill? Is this really him? No, this has to be a fake account. Or is it? Guys, Bill's here. Bill, everybody's talking about your stream already. Everybody's talking about your stream last night. This one right here. This stream. This is the one everybody was talking about. Yep. Guys, don't worry about autocorrect because autocorrect is just brutal today. Just let it happen. Just, you know what? Say duck you to everybody. It'll feel good anyway. Yeah. Yeah, but did you hit the like? Did you hit the like? If you didn't, go hit the like. I love that there's never drama on Bill's stream. I love that. I love, 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 love that. Listen, guys, if you want to go into a chat where there's no drama, you know, except for, you know, the court drama, a lot of court drama. It's so nice to hang out there. Go hang out in Bill's stream. And it's at an acceptable hour to watch court videos. For me, it's 8 p.m. That's such a good hour to watch court videos. If it wasn't working.
I mean, if you go to jail, it's because you've done something to violate these conditions. I don't get off on putting people in jail. I just want my public safe. That's all I want.
I have one more question, sir.
Shoot.
She said I'm a truck driver.
It works everywhere all over the United States.
Okay.
Yeah, I want assurance that you're not gonna go over there. You're not gonna try to do anything to this person. We have enough death and destruction in Harris County. I'm trying to prevent any more from happening. Okay. And I will even pay for it for you so that there's no excuse. That's about a $400 bill that I'm going to eat every month so that you don't have to, you know, pay for it. So I want you to understand that money is never an excuse. It's just, as long as you can abide by these conditions, you'll be fine with us. That's it. Have you signed the order for protection? We'll have you sign a reset and then we'll just have you take your signature box. Can you file also no contact and no weapons, please? On that.
I may have made one of those jokes before, Donald. Joy, did you just hear yourself talk?
What were we doing? I forgot.
It sounds like angels to us when you talk. See?
Oh, he's gone.
Angel talking to
Michael's
us.
gone. Do you remember that we had that one order here that the deputy brought in, that we can have them relinquish weapons and they take it to an actual, it was like very.
Also, guys, if you haven't subbed to Judge Fleischer's channel yet, which I think most of you have, I'm talking to the choir right now, but he's getting equal amount of views with people who have 45,000 subs, and he doesn't have the subs to go with it. So, sub to Judge Fleister's channel, guys.
Probably year 2 in our stint. here.
Unless you only watch the judge.
Recall, there's a
which
specific
I
order
get.
that we have that we can assign so that they surrender their weapons. Yeah, I just, in this mess I'm even having. Ah.
Pants matches
Yeah, sure.
good, guys.
I know. That's embarrassing. I'm gonna do it now.
So yes, sign some stuff.
The defendant and complainant's eldest daughter is 17 years old. She has a driver's license. The complainant trusts her to act as an intermediary.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That helps.
she also did give me the name of a friend who, her name is Chrissy Guerrero. She trusts her as well. As
long as, I mean, so we have this, your oldest, I guess, is a 17-year-old. She drives. So we can use her as the intermediary to be able to help you get access to all the kids, you know? I think that'll work great. So I'm not preventing you access from any of your kids. I just don't want you to have contact with her. So if your 17-year-old has a cell phone, which I'm sure she does, right? Call her. Right, and you can use her to be able to, you know, see and speak to everybody else. Just don't, under any reason, have any contact with her whatsoever.
And she did say that if he ever needs to go to the home or anything, she'll leave the house so that he
That's
can
right.
temporarily go in. So she's being very cooperative and understanding.
That was my question, yeah, because I'm never home.
But you can't do that. We've got
Yeah.
an order for protection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's either there or it's not.
Okay.
So I don't want to have so many blurred lines that they're, you know what I mean?
So just to make it clear. he
Now,
can't have
I don't want
access
you to go back to this house for the time being. I don't want you to go back to this house. I don't want you to accidentally pop in and she's there and then everything goes
No, no,
haywire.
no, no.
It's the end of the
It's
world
just
as we
when
know
she's
it.
not there, like,
No,
because she told my daughter this morning, like, I'm about to leave out of town. And she told my daughter, well, to her dad to come in. She's at work, get his clothes and get whatever I need. And
don't go back to this house.
how much stuff is there, Mars?
You have to use someone else to get it. Don't go back to this house. Don't. I don't want something to happen where she's accidentally there and you think that she's not there and you go and then boom. Don't. I'm trying to prevent anything worse from happening. That's it. All right?
I'll use my daughter.
All right. We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire lawyers. So we'll have you sign all these bond conditions and after that you'll be free to go. But hold on a second because you're going to have to sign the order for protection. You don't need to file anything because we're going to have him monitor over there. So that way, okay?
Sounds good, Judge.
All right, bud. So we'll have you sign a reset and then we'll have you meet with Felicia here momentarily. Okay? Counsel. Yes, sir.
Here on Chris Chavez.
Mr. Shires, come up.
And before we proceed on the bond issue, I do want to make the court aware that I have spoken to Attorney Haddad and showed him some evidence, provided evidence to him, in which he extended an offer of a 1-month PTI with 2 classes, one an anger management class and the other thanking for a change class, which we've accepted pending this court's approval.
I never have a problem with someone working a deal to where, you know, a case gets dismissed. Yeah, I like that, right? Because I want people to better themselves. But you're here now on another bond violation. Another bond violation. How do we get through to you that you understand we mean business?
Taser.
You don't get to do things your way when you have an open criminal case. You have bond conditions, you're supposed to follow those bond conditions.
I don't know the exact details. I've reached out to the pretrial services and asked for like the exact
Find out
details.
now. As soon as she's done with this, gentlemen, we'll find out. 'Cause
And my understanding was like a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes late home. And I understand 10 o'clock is 10 o'clock, Judge, but it wasn't like last time where he was in and out of the house at all hours of the night.
But no means no.
I understand, Judge. I understand.
Last time it was no, this time it's no.
Listen,
Yes, Judge.
this, on Mr. Shirez. Oh, I see here. Okay, I see. So she wrote here that he has 2 violations. On 10:25, he was 10 minutes late, and then on 10:27, 9 minutes late. Why are you late?
Traffic.
What are you doing?
First, I had a friend, I was helping out his dad. And then my second time, I was helping another friend out, just trying to get some money, helping them on their land.
If I drug test you now, what's gonna show up?
I hope I'm clean. Last time.
No, this isn't hope like you.
Judge, he's been testing at home.
I hope I'm clean. If someone asked me right now if I'm going to drug test you, what would you find? It would just be ibuprofen because I can't afford anything else. But I know right now whether there's something going to show up or not. So when people say, "Oh, I hope it's okay," there's something in his system.
Because he's trying to get his TWIC card and they're waiting for the test to come up clean. So they've been constantly testing. They told me that it seems like it's fading away, but we were only here a couple of weeks ago. So I think it still might show some marijuana in the system. Possibly that's why he says he hopes it would be clean.
So we tested him on 10/8. October 8th, we told him in 40 days he'd be tested again.
Yes, Your Honor. And we have that setting pending.
Late ever again, I'm gonna put you in jail,
That's what you said last time.
even a minute. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If you're out there doing whatever you're doing,
I agree with the judge on this one. I mean, he was 10 minutes late, 5 minutes late because of traffic. I get that. He's just going to have to never do it again.
consider beforehand what you're doing. Am I doing this? Am I gonna get home late? We have it there for a reason. And I hope above all else, you are not using any kind of illegal drugs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's absolutely no tolerance from now on. Even a minute late, I'm gonna take him in. And now I'm still testing him 40 days from that day.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. All right, Mr. Shirez. Go to it. It would probably behoove you to get all these things done as quick as possible to get this thing dismissed. Do you understand? Okay. All right, guys. Now,
Real quick, on this issue with Moab and the family cases, I practice a lot of family law, and I don't know if, to facilitate these visitations and possession of access. Yeah, I don't know if you know that or not, but across the street, we use co-parenting apps. And you may want to, I don't know if you want to consider.
I don't know how that works though.
So it's very easy where there's 3 main ones that we use. 2 of them are free, but they have like in-app purchases that have more comprehensive. The other one is like an annual subscription of like $120 a year. Both parents subscribe to it. It's on their phones. It's an app. Anything that they say they must, like when we have supervised visits, we order people across the street to use that. All communications must be held within there. That has read receipts. So read receipts when the messages were sent, when they were viewed, and if you ever have to come to court, it easily prints out. You don't have to have a screenshot of messages. So it prints out, you can print out all of them in a PDF.
Is it a way of them being able to talk, but still access to the court system so everybody can see what's going on?
So that's the way we pitch it to them, is like, you understand that anything you say here, it potentially the judge will. So there's 3 of them that we mainly use. One is
Do you mean this page, Maiko? Is this what you were talking about? Look at him. Donald is known for. Oh no, we're twerking in my chat now. Look at him. Look at him. Donald. Is that the page you mean, Maiko? He's very, very famous, guys. You don't even know. Before I got into his truck, I had to separate all the green M&Ms out of this bag for him because he doesn't like those. I did it happily, of course, because it was Donald. Yes. I know what the Tina dance looks like, Victoria. You want to know how? Do you want to know? Don't know how I know what the Tina dance looks like? Linus did a video once of the Tina dance. I remember it well.
App Close. That's a free one.
Okay, what is it?
The first one is App Close, APPCLOSE.
Okay.
The other one is Talking Parent. Those are the 2 free that offer like a basic texting or email service, but then they have other things like calendaring and other, where if they're ordered to pay like medical bills, they can share the medical bill information on that. The third one is more comprehensive. It's called Our Family Wizard. That's the one that has the annual subscription fee.
Which is the best?
Our Family Wizard is the best. But yeah, it's got all the bells and whistles on it.
Thanks. Take a look at it and then.
I'm not gonna lie. I would really like that video as well.
See whether that's something that we can actually order for them to do that way.
I've done a lot of my family violence cases that I've come over here for. You know, we've carved out special provisions regarding possession and access and stuff like that in the bullets.
They work. Yeah. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Judge.
And we're already set. Green M&Ms too.
3 weeks. Yeah, whatever the prior date was.
I'm not gonna brand you, Donald. That's just a little rude. Oh no. I just walked into it, guys. I stepped right into it. I know better than to step into things like this, and I did it. What was I was working last night. Come on, I didn't get to see the stream. I must have missed a really, really banger. What was the challenge of the stream? I'm ready. I'm scared. I'm very scared. Oh, Linus already did it. What? Fozzie, help me. Oh, no. Nope. I'd win. No, I'm just kidding. You should, never mind. I won't say that. 3-way. A 3-way, and I'm going to say this next word so carefully to make sure I get it right. A 3-way twerk off, guys. Twerk off. A 3-way twerk off. Whew. The last time I said a word that carefully was when I was getting caulk at Home Depot.
Tell him, I hope he gets the stuff done before the next setting. Don't, we're live streaming. Just I'm saying, hopefully he can get the stuff done before the next setting. Try to impress on him. Should we talk to Ms. Moore?
She had me until she said I had to go buy a costume. That's so much work. Work.
What is the one thing I asked you not to do?
Not to drink, sir.
I'll hurt my elbow. I'll hurt everybody's elbow in the room, actually.
And what do we have?
I did it, sir.
Mr. Garza? I have no choice. You know, I asked you to do one thing. What'd you do? You're consuming alcohol. It goes with you.
I had a nickel for every time someone said that to me.
Meet with me in back. Alex.
I don't even remember Friday. Friday was a blur. Nothing bad about dancing. Nothing. Poor Bill. Did he blush at all?
We'll get whoever.
Is that a
Yeah,
new
don't worry.
challenge? Make Bill blush?
Yeah, that's fine. Not a big deal.
Yes.
Vámonos para abajo porque si estás dando la contra el juez es falta de respeto. Escuche pues. No, ya
Oh, Mr. Whitehead, you know, I want you to understand that I like to help people. I like to help people when they do well, you know, but when they act in a certain way, I'm not going to continue to give them gifts. You know, I want you to understand. Quiet. I want you.
I hold back my laughter all the time. It's so hard. Your stomach will be just fine.
to understand that we mean business.
Yes, Victoria works in court with Judge Fleischer. This is the Victoria. She's very famous. She gets hundreds of thousands of views every day. Hundreds of thousands of people watch her every single day. Yep. And she twerks in her spare time.
Here. We're not here to play games. We're not here to make you happy. We're not here to make everybody else happy. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is public safety. And when you continually put the public in danger, and when you continue to mess up, good things are not going to happen.
Las cosas no van a pasar.
You now have been kicked out of the pretrial intervention program for one reason or the other. I got to imagine, is it drinking?
No, Judge, it was a hazard drug test.
Salió positivo.
Okay. The reason I'm saying this is because of this, Mr. Vasquez, is that what you're doing now is you're pleading guilty to this offense, and your lawyer has, in essence, worked a gift for you that you're not going to end up in jail today. He's worked out an agreement. There's 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done.
Hey, Amanda, guess what? Guess what, Amanda? Guess what? This is not a court chat room. I mean, like, we can't go far, but you can say what you want here. Yes, maybe. I maybe. Yes, maybe. No, maybe.
He has
Yes, I
also
accept
asked
the
me to
challenge.
waive the fines and fees and surcharges that would normally come with this. And I'm thinking to myself, well, why would I do this when you continue to mess up?
Yeah.
I will
already have a
not.
wig.
And now I will honor the agreement, the 3 days in jail, credit for 1. But I want you to understand that we mean business, and we're not here to play games like you apparently think we are. You will now be required to pay the fines, fees, surcharges, and court costs. Is this a 0.15 or is this a regular?
0.122.
You will now be required to pay the $3,000 surcharge. You will also be required to pay the $500 and change court costs. And I'm going to tell you now that if you fail to pay it, every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. So you can imagine how long you will sit in custody.
Vas a estar en custodia.
We will help you to some point, but because you continue to play games, I'm done, and I'm not going to do this again. And if you fail to pay, and if you fail to live up to your side of the bargain, you will be doing a lot of time in jail. And I'm going to tell you now, if you pick up another DWI, everything doubles up. So the next time it's around $7,000 in change. Not to mention a minimum now of 30 days in jail. Anytime you ever get pulled over, an officer will see that you have a prior DWI. And if you smell like alcohol, if you smell like dope, it's probably not going to go well for you if you're in a car. Do you understand? Okay.
Yes.
You were giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen or a possible immigration consequence, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. What we're doing today, from now on, it is a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand? Okay.
Yes.
If I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I would not get into a car because you are playing Russian roulette with your life. How much are the court fees? That's it? So 3120?
No, 34.
3420. You will be required to pay $3,420 in fines and fees. And if you fail to pay it, it's 1 day in jail for every $100 that you owe. Do you understand? I will give you enough time to pay it. I'm going to give you 2 years to pay it. So it'll be around, 130 and change, maybe $140. But if you don't pay it, I will immediately issue a warrant for your arrest. And I'm going to tell you, like I told you, next time, everything doubles up. Do you understand? T,
Yes.
plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated, guilty or not guilty?
Culpable.
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I will send it to the agreement. I am going to suspend your license for 180 days. Do not drive until you get a license. All right, see the clerk. Thank you, Mr. Whiteside. We'll send them down for QRAS and then
Okay.
about noonish. Okay, all right. You. Come on.
I have Sean Anguiano on docket. He's the one where his mom was here and he took him in custody 2 days ago. We got it set just for today. He said he would release him.
Please.
I always have to pay to see videos.
Is mom here?
350 at least. Fozzie, I got it in there.
We've already come up with a PTI agreement.
I saw it. Let's see if he does it. I'm gonna test him again.
Yes. I wanted to make sure, just because he did test positive, let's say if we test him in a week, I would assume.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Like 35 days, 40 days, you know? And if he tests again, oof, I'm not gonna let him out again.
Judge just
He does complete the PTI conditions.
And this gets dismissed.
Okay, we'll just, okay.
It's over. But that's if he gets it done.
Yes.
How's jail?
Not good.
Great. Makes me very happy. The worse of experience you have, the higher likelihood you have of listening. That's all we're asking you to do, Mr. Anguiano. Your lawyer is asking me to let you out. What assurances do we have that you're not going to use?
Not gonna use, I promise you I won't. I don't know how I can.
We did
prove it
last
to you.
time.
I don't know how I could prove it to you, but I'm not gonna use.
How old are you?
18.
I'll give you another chance, Mr. Anguiano, but I'm going to test you in 30 days.
Okay.
30 to 40 days.
He's letting him out,
Is that more?
guys.
No. I will test you 30 to 40 days. You test positive on me again, I'm not gonna let you out this time. Do you understand?
Sounds good.
You've got a great deal to get this thing dismissed. You don't have to do much. And I'm gonna tell you again, if you pick up another one of these cases, it's very possible that they seize and take the car away from whatever you're driving permanently, and you will lose that car. If you want to drive like this, there are certain places in Houston that you can do that. Not on 610, not on 59, not on the tollway. Do you understand?
I understand.
Okay, bud. All right. This goes with you. Not with you, with you. All right, Mr. Andriano, make me proud.
Thank you, I appreciate
In
it.
high school, right?
I'm getting my GED.
No. You need to make that a part of it as well, man, so that we know this dude gets his GED, you know?
It's part of his bond conditions and he's been studying for the test, so.
Where are you now with it?
I just started about 2 weeks ago.
I love how you
I'm
speak.
practicing for it.
Okay, I want you back in a week and I want you to show me what you've done to get your GED. I'm not letting you go until you get this GED.
All right.
I'm not gonna
great,
sign the
Jen.
dismissal.
It sounded
I'm not
great.
gonna sign it. I want you to get your GED. You
Right.
have the way to get this thing dismissed, but you gotta get your GED first. Do
Okay.
you understand?
I understand.
Okay, so back in a week to 2 weeks to see what he's done. If you've done nothing, it's not gonna go well. It's part of your bond condition. I want to see results when you get back here next time. You understand?
I understand.
All right.
No
All right,
cases
done.
out.
We also have, it's an off docket matter.
Yeah, we'll reinstate.
We had Mr. Gayendo yesterday.
No, I'm speaking, sir. I loved Houston. I thought it was great. I thought it was so cool. It was just amazing. I put your link up twice. I'm trying to scroll up to do it again. There. There's three links. I'm gonna get in trouble. Judge, get me out of here. Get me out of here. My mouth is gonna get me in trouble.
She here? Come up, Miss Brown. How does she even have it?
No, because she said she's feeling sick. I just gave it to her just in case. She had it just in case it was.
Why are you here?
You said because of my ankle money.
You're not charging it. Battery's dead. Is the battery still dead?
I'm trying.
It has elaborated. I'm not sure.
Is it operational or not?
Yes, sir.
I asked you to do one thing. What did I ask you to do? If I drug test you now, what's going to show up? That doesn't mean anything in our line of business. Pregnancy in the line of work that we have doesn't mean anything. I have people here that are still using when they're pregnant and they have no clue what they're doing to their body, what kind of disaster they're creating to a human life, and what kind of lifelong babysitting they're going to have to do, because if you don't treat the baby well while the baby is in your tummy, it's like a little flower, right? Flowers need sunlight, they need food, they need water. And if a flower gets that, they grow into a beautiful flower, right? Same things with a baby. If it doesn't get the love, if it doesn't get the food, the nurturing, the prenatal vitamins, it's not going to grow into the beautiful flower that it normally would. I want to send her for a drug test right now. And then we'll have her come right back. If you fail to go take a drug test, if you fail to come back, it's not going to go well. Do you understand, Miss Brown? Okay, take your C3, man.
In vitro is the word he was looking for, and it just wasn't there. Getting old sucks when you just can't find these words that you know.
Bayoshi, what's up, bud?
How are you?
What you got, man?
PTI extension. I think I need to.
Ready? Come up, Mr. Steyer.
Not sure why he has this device on his.
I don't know, but a bond condition is a bond condition. And when you don't live up to the bond condition, there are consequences, just like anything in life. When you have a criminal case, you have conditions that you have to live by. And when you don't, there are very serious consequences. Mr. Steyer, you're on bond for fleeing a police officer. So the report is that your device is in lockout, and it's been in lockout since 10/24.
Sir, Judge, can we address the need for this bond condition?
I don't remember the case, so let's do PC real quick.
Yes, Judge.
And then we'll go from there.
So on August 17th, 2024, at approximately 2 a.m., the officers observed a vehicle with a defective tail lamp and tried to initiate a traffic stop. The vehicle had ample opportunities to stop at multiple well-lit parking lots, but drove 0.46 miles of the final stop location. The defendant had red glossy eyes and continuously, I apologize. The defendant had red glossy eyes and the vehicle was running, and the officers also observed a slight odor of an alcoholic beverage from the defendant's body. The defendant had slurred speech and repeated, "I'm just trying to go home. I came from work." but the defendant could not specify his place of work. The defendant denied drinking alcohol, and the officers found an open container of color XO brandy container under the driver's seat and a Taurus pistol under the passenger seat without a holster.
So what bond conditions were on there that they're alleging him to have violated? Let's see. You wanna help me out?
Sorry?
This is Steyer,
Yes.
please.
I have him here. He doesn't have any previous violations, it's just that the device is a lockout.
What device?
The ignition and interlock device.
So they put an ignition in a lock. I guess the magistrate put an ignition in a lock on it.
Charged with DWI.
Yes, conditions were ordered on August 28th. And
I get it, but he's alleged of alcohol in the car. I don't know. How, I mean, begs the question, why didn't they charge him?
It should have been a DWI judge, we're talking to the officers. It should have been a different charge.
I can't say this should have been a different charge. We're supposed to, officers are officers. We're supposed to allow them to do their job, and when their job doesn't rise to what folk think it should be, then all of a sudden they didn't do their job right. We want to talk to the supervisor. Officer didn't charge him, he didn't charge him. So he only got charged with fleeing. I don't understand why he's got this device on his
Did they
car.
do field sobriety tests?
They did not, Your Honor.
There was no DWI investigation done at the scene.
Was there any indication that he was intoxicated?
Yes, he had slurred speech, red glossy eyes.
And an odor of alcoholic beverage.
Yes.
Maybe the officer didn't think it rose to the event. At any rate, the officer didn't call it in as a DWI. And whether the state thinks it's shoddy work or not, we don't punish the defendant because the officer did shoddy work.
But we punish them for having bond conditions and not.
I fully understand that, and that's why I wanted to address the need for the bond condition as well as the bond. I understand that the machine's not working or it's in a lockout status, but I'd also like to address why. Why are we having it? So you didn't put it on there.
I didn't, but I think that it's a reasonable restriction when it is, for all intents and purposes, they just didn't charge it because maybe they had an officer that was a rookie, didn't know what they were doing. I can't tell you how many reports that I have see here that might as well have been written in Mandarin, you know?
From the defense perspective, this is.
I understand
that we have to work with, and if they've got a rookie or if they've got a shoddy investigation, that shouldn't be his fault. Then that's their
But
issue.
it is his fault for not complying.
Absolutely.
The bond condition. That's what happens now, Mr. Steyer.
Just don't say.
What can you possibly say that can help?
I don't, like I was saying, I don't understand why it's locked. I called the people about it. I told them they were like, it's a troubleshoot with your device. We'll try to figure it out on our end. But they never gave me no information about what to do.
He can remedy that today, Judge.
No. I want to figure out now. I'm not going to let him go and then try to figure it after the fact. I'd like to do it now. What do you think? Do you know why it's in lockdown?
I don't, that's what I'm looking at right now. So, because for all of our other devices, we have been sent to them, but since we have a third-party vendor for the ignition interlock, I don't see anything on the 24th or past that until the email sent to the HR.
Nobody's going to get me with coffee talk today. I almost ordered breakfast because of you guys, but then I stopped myself. No coffee. I'm going to try to get a little bit more sleep before I work today.
Do you mind looking into, please, as to why it's in lockout? It might take a little bit.
I understand.
Have you take a seat in the jury box while we figure this out, and then maybe 5-10 minutes, we'll come back and we'll
I
see.
understand.
And then
From the defense perspective, we should still address the need of this. I mean, the officer is part of the state. He is part of the state's witnesses. They didn't make the allegation. They didn't file the charges. I'm still contesting outside of the fact that the machine doesn't work. And mind you, he didn't make the machine. He doesn't calibrate the machine. If the machine doesn't work, that could be no fault of his own, and we can correct that today. But if
let's do this, Mr. Slider.
Yes.
I was gonna send you now for a drug and alcohol test. Let's see what pops up. No,
That's
we can
fair, Judge.
See how he's been behaving while he's on bond.
My drug test comes back with nothing on it. It will let me.
Yes. This question is if this drug test is free and clear of any alcohol, any drugs.
Let's cross that bridge when we get there.
We'll do, Judge.
Send you for a test now, and we'll go from there. If you're clean, it'll go a long way for you. If you're dirty, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. My only concern, Mr. Steyer, is public Safety. Nothing else matters in my life. And if you're gonna play adult games, or if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes or you get adult consequences, right? When you act like a child, we treat you like a child. If you do great things, then we congratulate you and reward you, right? Okay, just take a seat for a moment, Terry. We'll be back. All right, Mr. Slider. So
I just think after you violate it, it's not the time to say, well, can we just look at why we have that restriction in the first place? No, it was already there. It was there. It has nothing to do with whether it should be there or shouldn't be there. It was there. All right, I want to see if this one guy that we saw yesterday comes back out. Oh, he doesn't. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Maybe I just missed him. At this point in time, the guy at this point in time. It doesn't look like he comes back out because the judge would spend significant amount of time with him. So he didn't. Let's see if the drug test came back on the pregnant woman. Fingers crossed.
Michael, do you have an offer on this case, on Miss Brown's case?
Miss Brown, Judge? Let me check.
I mean, it's 500 days old. It's so old that it's grown hair and it's sprouting legs.
This is Lyrindia Brown.
Yes.
Our offer was time served on the ABI, dismissed the criminal mischief. It looks like we had a plea filed on the 23rd of September.
I missed it. Did it come back positive or negative? Victoria distracted me. I'm gonna rewind it unless someone tells me in the next 20 seconds what happened with this test. I have to know.
But I don't know if it went through.
Judge, I told Abel we were voting the case.
I called him.
Okay.
All right, I'll rewind it later. I'll rewind it.
Yes, sir. I have Miss Brown in front of us, and she has failed to charge her device for the last, I guess, 3 days. Why are you not charging your device?
I just got out of the hospital Wednesday.
Why are we in the hospital?
I had gallbladder surgery and it's making bowel reflux. So I've been sick since October 14th.
Is everything better now?
No, sir.
Why not?
Because they can't do nothing because due to me being too far along in pregnancy. So I just have to deal with it and take the medicine that they gave me.
Did you make sure that the medicine is gonna jive with the baby?
My dog's not barking.
You gotta make sure anything you put in your body now, you've got another life in your tummy. If you take the wrong thing, it'll impact that baby. And the last thing you need is to become a lifelong babysitter because of something you take impacting the baby. There's so many drugs out there that can contradict what it can do to a baby. Anything you put in your body, you gotta make sure that it is not gonna harm that baby. Take your prenatal vitamins so that you know that the baby is getting enough nutrients as well. So, all right, I'm not gonna ding you on it, but I need you to start charging it again.
Yes, sir.
What are we gonna do with this case, Abel? It's nearly 500 days old.
It's already set for trial, Judge. It's set for trial on December 10th.
Oh, did you know that?
I did, Judge.
That just ended quickly, didn't it? Okay, it's over. Guys, it just ended. Oh my God. There's my ex-husband. Anyway, Victoria, if you Offer promises to your husband he will bring you coffee. It's just how the world works. I don't know, Jennifer. It was playing and then the stream ended. No, he wasn't. No, actually, if you look at the other end of the monkey, that's what my ex looked like. Probably looks worse now because he's older. You know what the judge says about getting older? You know what sucks about my ex-husband? He doesn't have the bald gene. So he's never gonna go bald, and it's all I wanted for him. Yes, invert. Invert the picture. No, Victoria, that's not what you want to. That's the wrong way to go. You have to go the other way if you want coffee. You got to pay for that. It's not free. It's not free. He signed up on that wedding day. He signed you up. I don't think you need to ask your wife if she wants a cup of coffee. Or no. You just get her a cup of coffee. See, I love that for you. I love that for you, Linus. I love it. Well, he did develop diabetes after the divorce, so there's that. I do not keep a clean house and I love cooking. I love cooking. We are opposites. We would do so well together. We would. You can sweep and I can cook. No. No. That doesn't even count for anything. That just means you had sex twice. Monica had a lot of sex in just a short period of time. True. You know what? If I ever go to Houston again, I'm gonna sell bowls. I'm gonna bring a bunch of bowls. I'm gonna go to the dollar store and get some different size bowls to sell them to local barber shops. I'm gonna make a fortune, guys. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be the bowl queen, the twerking Tina bowl queen. No one's even gonna know what happened there in Houston. What would we have to do to get Fozzie to grow his hair out now and get a bowl cut? November 7th is when you vote, woman. I'm going to be voting. Apparently, never mind. Nope. Who, you? Nah, you got 2 kids. Don't lie. Don't lie. We have the proof. We've seen the proof. Linus, I want to watch it all burn. Yeah, I didn't do early voting. I should have, but I'm just too lazy. I am way too lazy. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming out today. Billy, hi. I don't know. I think we can get him to get a bowl cut, Bill. Oh, the 5th. The 5th. I don't know why I thought it was the 7th. Bill, did you or didn't you? We all want to know. Oh my God, you have a drone. You could be doing this and you could have like, I bet you have more than one drone. You could have a couple different drone shots going on. Oh yeah. Bill, can you get a bowl cut too? 360-degree angle of Bill twerking. We're all going to be looking at your feet when you twerk to see what you do with them. Except for Donald. He won't be looking there. Yes, yes. I agree with Linus. Oh, Linus, try to get a bunch of sleep, please, now, because it's exhausting. And then you're in Houston and you're in Austin and you want to go do all these things and you got to walk forever and you're exhausted. So try to get as much sleep as you can now. I want to be on Bill's stream on Monday. Wait, can I be on Monday? Yep, I can. Oh, your American Courts 2, you have a special on there this week? Hold on. Give me a second. Come on, YouTube. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. All right, I'm now subscribed. I thought I was. I really, really, really thought I was. First, guys, first off, subscribe. First, subscribe to this. And then we can worry about the special that's coming this week. Hi, Marty. Oh, your OnlyFans. Something just happened. All right. All right. This is my last double, and then I have off for a day. So be good. Behave. This is Victoria's OnlyFans. It costs at least $75 at the minimum. But it'll only work if at least 30 people put in $75. Yep. That sounds like Bill's OnlyFans. Fozzie, you only have, what, an hour and 15 more minutes, and then you can get off work. You'll make it. Bye, guys. Behave. We're going to do the custody thing again tomorrow, and I shall see you soon.
Got these lights that ghost digital dreams. Through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps. Giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Freedom tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Her eyes mirror sky so blue. In her jokes, there's a truth so true. With extreme, she brings the light. Turns dark days into bright. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm.